Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is Matthew here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a follow-up to the Future Paradox video, which if you haven't seen yet, the Future Paradox Pokemon, it's over there, I need to remember that. Go check out, it'll be in the iCards now. And yeah, I told you I'd make a follow-up video on doing the past Paradox Pokemon, so with that said, let's just get into it. Alright, first up we have a really cool past Paradox version of Sawsbucks called Unruly Antlers, a normal fighting type, and honestly this is perfect and looks dead official because obviously Sawsbucks has the different seasons. So what was the best thing to do? I'm going to move my mic a bit closer. They have decided to add all the seasons to its antlers, so obviously you've got autumn, like spring, winter, summer, and then obviously don't even want to know the next one. This is really cool and it makes sense from an evolutionary standpoint. Depending on the environmental changes, different Sawsbucks is gathering off in different groups and evolving into the Sawsbucks we know today with different seasons and everything. I haven't got too much to say for this one, but well done, fakemanss. Next up we have a really cool past Paradox version of Charizard. It isn't too different enough, it isn't too different to where I hate it, but it's different enough to where I can say yeah, this is past Paradox version of Charizard. And also from another evolutionary standpoint, this person's actually, we'll quickly talk about its name, Solar Crest. This is an amazing name, I love that. And then there's Fire Ground, a Fire Ground type, so typing against rock and everything. If you look on its back, it's kind of like a Spinosaurus, more prehistoric. It kind of looks like where the wings hadn't yet branched off from through evolution, and honestly it looks really good. I'm happy with it. I'm glad they've done this. So this is by Syndaril. Obviously it has the watermark above it there. However, I do love this, so credit to him. We shall probably just read this description. An expedition of scientists and soldiers met this paradox creature of the past that swims in the ground, so that is really cool design feature. Before being attacked, you can only see its bright and scorching dorsal fin that slices through the surface. This one resembles a darting rising sun. So yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? It is like a rising sun on the sunset. I do love this design. I have no other words except well done again. Let's get to the next one. Next up we have, if you watched the the Future Paradox video, we had a Future Paradox of Scolipede, so I thought it was only appropriate to, in the follow-up video, to have a past Paradox version of Scolipede, and this looks really awesome. This is kind of like nailed the style is in which Roaring Moon is in, and Scolipede has never looked better. I actually really love this. It has a few different entries, however I'll just look at it is hypothesized that this Pokemon may be the lost missing link between Scolipede and Centiskorch, though there is a little to no fossil evidence to support this theory. Honestly, that does work well, and it kinda does look like the perfect cross between Centiskorch and Scolipede. This person's called Infernal Steed, Fire Poison, and obviously it has photosynthesis as its ability. There is a credit here. I will zoom in later in the video and put it on screen for the credit. Let's get on the next one. By the same artist, we have Raging Dragon, a water dragon type of Magikarp, a past Paradox version of Magikarp. This looks awesome because obviously it looks like a Mega Gyarados, but titchy witchy, like a Magikarp. And here's the description, is theorized to be Magikarp's true ancestor, a specimen at the prime of its dormant draconic heritage. Gyarados Rage can compare all of this monster. I love this, and I would personally put this as a past Paradox version of Magikarp. However, then, there's a situation of needing an evolution, but, you can get past that. It's 5'11", Jesus Christ. I'm only just taller than it by, a few inches. Let's get on the next one. Next up we have, this isn't a serious design, however, I do love it. It is Bad Eggs, a past Paradox version of Execute. Here's the description. It bears a resemblance to the Pokemon Execute. Attempts to scan a specimen have resulted in tech getting corrupted, but confirms it is more of an animal than a plant. This makes sense because obviously if it's a past, decomposed, kind of looks like a zombie Execute, and I love it. It looks like little Yoshi eggs from Mario. Oh my god, have I just... Ooh, amazing plugin. If you like Mario, make sure to check out my Nintendo channel, which will also be in the iCard. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll be happy to see you over there too. Next up, we have Dubious Club, a flying ground type, a past Paradox version of Farfetch. This is perfect. This is literally a humanoid caveman version of Farfetch with a giant ass leak. I mean, a giant thick leaf. And it's mad. I love it. That's also comes to speak volumes by the fact that this is also by fakemanss. So if you ever want some nice Pokemon fan art, or if you fake one, I guess I can class it as, check out fakemanss on Twitter and Instagram. It's a flying ground, which makes no sense because it's got hands, but I won't question that. It's amazing design. Alright, let's go on the next one. Next up, we have a past Paradox version of Haxorus, aka Razor Shield, a Dragon Steel. So, good type and advantage against bloody Fairy. By fakemanss again, this literally looks like a Notoceratops or the Ceratops family. It's basically until Haxorus learn to get on its hind legs. It's perfect. I have no other questions. It literally looks so official. I would love to see this. And I would actually like more Paradox Pokemon to have a more distinguishing design feature than obviously, you know, who it's based off. So this would be a Haxorus on its legs. Its legs. So, yeah. Well done, fakemanss. Next up, we have a past Paradox version of Gastrodon, aka Sodden Shell. Water Grass. It's just... I added this because it's just a Pokemon that doesn't get loads of love, but I thought it'd be perfect to give it a little bit of love. This is a nice design, having a Gastrodon on its legs. Kind of just looks like a titchy-witchy Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus. It is theorized to be an ancestor of the Pokemon Gastrodon. It also resembles an unidentified creature in an old painting on display in the Nagarene City Museum. Ooh. Alright, leaving some of the best ones for last, we have Scorching Terror, a past Paradox version of Octillery. Water Fire, so it's basically like a Volcanion, has the same kind of feature. It's by fakemanss, if you can't tell, he has his own little style of the background and everything. So this is a really cool one. I also saw this on Tyranitar Tube's video. I already had these images ready to make a video, but I'm lazy compared to him, so you know, it didn't come out straight away. Until now, when you're watching it. Whoa. So yeah, it's probably going to shoot hot water out of its cannon. And this makes sense because if you remember, Octillery was originally supposed to be a tank. I forgot it was pre-evolution, but that was a gunfish. I really wish I stuck to that because that design's more, I don't know, standy-outy than actual Octillery. I love this. I really do. Next up, we have Genesis Quills, a past Paradox version of Eevee. It bears a resemblance to the Pokemon Eevee and its evolved forms. The genetic makeup of its body allows it to use elemental attacks of other species effortlessly. It's just a rock type, which makes sense because it has the crystals in its tail, but however the crystals are all the different typings that Eevee has, so obviously electric, water, fairy, and all that. I love this. This is perfect. I really want to see a normal type Eevee evolution. I don't know what to say, it's perfect. Well done. Next up we have, when I say, it was the same with my Galea in the Future Paradox one. This Pokemon here, Stony Skies, a past Paradox version of Aerodactyl, Rock Dragon, is a perfect balance between Aerodactyl and Mega Aerodactyl. I love the colour scheme too, it all contrasts well. I'd love to have this guy on my team, so well done Hoops. This is what I'm talking about, the past Paradox Pokemon, you can do so much more with them, and obviously it just makes them look cooler, and they are just cooler in my opinion. Next up we have, this is a bit of a derpy one, but it's perfect. It is a Aquatic Hunter by PabloJP26. Check that on Instagram and Twitter. It is a past Paradox version of Cramorant. It is really cool. I would love to see what this would shoot out of its mouth as its defensive move. Obviously Pikachu and Sword and Shield. This is perfect because to me, this is obviously like a little Velociraptor, aka like, or a Trudon. It just has those design features, and I think this works better and gives a bit more justification for Cramorant, who, as a Pokemon, isn't that good. I'm not a big fan. So let's get to the next one. The last one we have is Strange Beak, a weird Dodo Polygon past Paradox Pokemon. A Pokemon from ancient times, it is a distant ancestor of feathered watered Pokemon. Its huge size and tiny wings meant it could not fly, but it ran fast despite its size. Yeah, I don't understand how it can really be a, you know, ancestor of water Pokemon, or feathered. But I do love this design. I love it. I just love Doodles, because I used to play a lot of Ark Survival Evolved. I was really into that game, and just any call back to that game is nice for me. I love its shiny too, how it's kind of just like mildly inverted. This is what I'm talking about. Well done, crypticKelpie. I love this. Its autofocus has been a bitch, however, you won't have to suffer through it much more. Like, guys, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. I love doing these. I just love looking at fake mans and designs, or what could be, or could have been. So I love looking at Dynamaxes and all that, past Dynamax or Dynamax concepts. So if you like that, yeah, as I've said, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. I've been Matthew, and I'm signing out.